quick disclaimer. This was recorded before Heart of the Void update dropped. I don't know if it drops when this video publishes, so we don't know about what's going to happen in that update or anything. So yeah, please keep that in mind while you proceed watching the video. Thanks. Hey, welcome back to the video. Today we're here with TO72, gaming.
How you guys doing? I'm just gaming. Still gaming. Yep.
So you're one of the highest lives in Minecraft, like third or something, right? Yeah.
I'm third life right now. Third top. Like I'm at 1.34 million, and there's another two people who are above me.
Okay, so would you mind introducing what you do and yourself, like, to the audience real quick?
Well, I mean, I just play Minecraft Haven a lot but sometimes I stream the game when like something special is happening, like an update or a big goal. But usually I just play the game, just think of cool stuff to do in the game and just share it around.
Alright. Like, when did you start playing Minecraft? Like, which year?
I started playing the game at 2017, and I played the game since 2017, and then stopped playing in 2019. Then after 4 months, I came back to playing the game again.
So when did you like break into like the leaderboards? Like, let's say the top 25 or something.
I don't really remember for both of the accounts, but I remembered breaking early for my new account EV1J. I was able to get into the all-time skipped leaderboards like really early from playing the game, but like early as in like 100k and all that. Probably the reason is because the leaderboard got reset when Reincarnation came out. So I basically started playing after Reincarnation, and I just grinded casually and just gone on to the leaders.
I remember before Reincarnation, the leaderboard was just filled with people that skipped like 100k, and that's it.
Yeah, there was a few people who were way like their life skipped was like way above like all of their save slots combined, because they did a glitch in 2017.
I mean, that glitch was pretty insane. You told me about like the last time we attempted this interview, because didn't you have like the ultimate sacrifice on the second sacrifice on your TO72 account? Yeah.
In my TO72 account, I had like a lot of weird shit because of the 2017 bug thing. Yeah. So I had multiple collectible items, which I only was supposed to have one of. I had like 16 excellent upgraders.
Jesus Christ.
I had 4 final upgraders, 4 ultimate sacrifices, 66 hydro blasters. But like a lot of the collectible items that are like usually single use, I duplicated them to at least 4. Was that like in 2017? That was in 2017. So.
I mean, 2017 was a pretty sick year, like with bugs and stuff, because
yeah.
Like in 2016, you remember the place glitch?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I used to ever out of that. Like I think I used to be like top 100 lives once, and then I stopped playing.
Yeah, I remember like really early on. I remember doing the place glitch using like normal mines and stuff, but that was like really back in the day.
Yeah.
That I didn't really hit. I don't remember if I hit 1k. But that was like really back.
Okay, so it's like you also discover a lot of glitches yourself. So what's like the biggest major epic glitch you've discovered yourself?
Well, discovered for myself, I really don't say I discovered a lot of glitches, but I did like, I guess I did use some of them. So one of them was the safe glitch. It was discovered by one person who used it to get to the top leaderboards, but I basically figured it out, and I figured out a way to do it more faster. Then there was like a hologram glitch, which I discovered, I think it was all the way in like 2018. You were able to put like client-sided items, like you were able to put items that like you can only see but no one else can see, and the game recognizes as a like an actual model that has like a conveyor in it. And I basically used that to put astro predictors in my actual setup inside, to basically speed up the process of rebirthing when like it was in 2018 and all that.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I remember just being really confused about that glitch, like with my mates once. Or like, one of my mates was like saying, "Yeah, I see an item here." It was like floating in air, like mid-air. We all think it was like prank us with some exploit or something. He was actually standing on some invisible iron mine. Yeah,
so that I basically figured out a way to actually like do that on purpose on random items and make like a little thing for the game.
Yeah.
I never spread the thing around. I just I had someone else who was called Net Neutrality who also discovered it, and yeah.
Alright, so like you have a lot of shinies in your account. Like how many of the total? Like you said, 103 last time. Total, like how many total do you have?
In total, right now I have 150. 150. Wait, let me just check my thing. I have 150. Where the hell is it? I have 155 shinies in total.
And how many unique ones do you have?
I have out of 155, 72 of them are unique shinies.
I don't even have one unique.
Yeah, so like 72. Oh, I'm in the wrong logs. 72. Where the fuck? Wait.
Man's checking his list of items.
Yeah, but I have 61 unique shinies, so it means like I have 72 unique shinies out of 103. So I basically have 75. No, not 75. Like 16. I already checked it. I had like almost 70% of all the shiny items in the game.
Okay, what's your main like pet peeve / issue with -7 right now?
Pet peeve / my I don't really know right now because like I'm just grinding the game like normally. I don't really have a pet peeve right now because like I don't really find any problem with the game. I mean, generally it's just in my end with like internet connection, but other than that I don't really have a lot of pet peeves in the game right now.
I mean, for me it's just the fact that the game is absolutely dead right now and I don't get any views, but
right now like I would say a lot of people would say that the speed strat is like really annoying to the game, but for me, I use the speed strat. I think everyone does, but I'm just waiting for Third Sacrifice. I think once Third Sacrifice comes out, it's gonna be really, really fun.
Yeah, fair.
I'm just waiting for that to happen.
I mean, I can't wait for a Heart of the Void update because it looks really sick. And like, I have an account which I can actually do like the thing on you told me, like you need some special.
Yeah, for Heart of the Void, it's gonna be really fun. One specific thing that I'm really excited about is that there's going to be this, and so you know how right now there's only one maze that you can have access to, the Void Maze. In the new update, instead of we're gonna have the Heart of Void, but we're also getting another special maze that can only be accessible by a shiny Eternal Limbo. So
I also get a shiny now. Jesus.
Yeah, so if you have the shiny Eternal Limbo, and when Heart of Void comes out, if you open up a portal with the shiny Limbo, you're going to go to a very, very special type of maze.
And that's not ever like been made public before, or is this like a first time thing? Like I didn't see this on Twitter.
No, it's already a public thing. So he already revealed that the actual portal itself, other people in their server can also join in your portal if it's open.
Alright, I'm gonna go in your portal. You bet.
Yeah. I have like 4 Eternal Limbos, so I can do that. I mean, I have 3 journeys and 1 limbo, so.
Alright. Okay, so next question is, what's your main advice for like building setups? Because I know a lot of people are like struggling making their own setups. Just look up some lame ass video and just go with it.
I would say with building setups, I would say right now, Railgun is pretty good. Like, if you don't have a Railgun in your setup, then what you're doing. And another thing is look at documents. So there's one specific document that a lot of people use on the daily called the MPU list. So what the MPU list basically basically takes its upgrading into its core and basically takes its multiplier and its like space efficiently. And it basically MPU means multiplier per tile.
Yeah.
And the document that Ria_X made is like really, really useful.
Like, let's say an upgrader does ×2 and it has 2 tiles, it's a 1 times upgrader, basically.
I mean, yeah, it's something like that. I don't really know what the formula is, but it's anything, like, basically, if you want to know if the upgrader is good, just check it on the list. If it's like, it's like, the upgraders are put in tiers, basically. And if it's like tier A or above, then it's like a pretty good upgrader.
Alright, I'll put it like in the description. You guys can check that list out and stuff. Yeah,
it's a really good thing to see. And like another thing is try to be creative. Try to think outside the box on how you could build setups. Because usually if you think about us outside the box, then you're gonna create some really, really crazy shit.
I mean, yeah, you made the resetter line after about 4 years of people not noticing. 3 years of people not even noticing you could do that. So
a lot of people don't know this, but the resetter line that everyone uses where they use the Tesla's ramps and replicators. I made that in 2019. Like the first design using replicators and ramps.
Yeah.
I made the design in the testing server in 2019, and I can vouch that I was the first person to make it, because when I figured it out, I was like super, like, how do I say? I had like a brain orgasm, and I was like, how the wait, sorry, I just crashed.
Oops.
My screen froze up. Well, wait a bit.
All right.
It does that.
Yeah.
But what was I saying? I said something about
brain orgasm, something like that.
Yeah. So when I figured it out, I was like, how the heck did no one figure this out yet? And you said yourself, you went to, like, what is it? You went to minus 7 machine, was it?
Minus 7 Genesis, and like someone told me there, like I'm like, wait, how did no one find that out? How are we that stupid?
Yeah. So like I figured it out in 2019. Immediately when I figured it out, I was like, holy shit, I need to like tell someone about it. So the two people that I told was Ria_X and For the Win I'm Cody. So these two people knew about the resetting line first. Basically, there was one thing that happened. I basically discovered it in the testing server. At that point, I didn't really reveal it a lot, except for like the two people and the people who are in the testing server. And one person I can vouch that, like, if anyone doubts that I made the resetting line, I have one person that I could say that he knows that I made it.
Actually,
so,
out of curiosity, like after I discovered it, like a few months after Time Machine released, I actually went in and see if it was possible, and like for like just normal ramps, like conveyor ramps and replicators, and I felt so stupid because I hadn't discovered it myself, really.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people didn't discover it for 4 years until I did it, and then now, like, when I came back, I was like pretty happy that the actual like strategy like evolved over time. Like once I left, like because I was using replicators, and then once once I came back, I saw people using like hydraulic ramps to make it quicker. Then suddenly I saw one which used the cannons, like normal ore cannons, to make it speed up, and then now there's railgun. Then now it's evolved to involving no shop items.
Yeah, Cody actually sent me a DM which perfectly describes minus 7 right now. So let me quickly get it. Is it? Let me look it up. First, we need to index it. There you go. Cody DM'd me. You have to launch your ores at 300 mile an hour, then drop them through 300 blasters to even have a half sufficient setup. That's what you DM'd me. And I was like, that's the perfect sum up of minus 7 right now. Like, you just have to shoot your ores through 7.
Yeah, so right now, the main meta right now is the rail cannon. So, you know, I think a lot of people know about the rail turn. And, you know, I'm actually pretty much involved with the rail turn. I was one of the reasons why this got popularized. Let me explain to you. The rail turn is when a railgun shoots into another railgun's upgrade part and launches the second railgun into a turn.
Alright, this is some big brain stuff.
Yeah, and basically, the first time I discovered it was from Newbie. So there's another YouTuber called Newbie.
Yeah, I know.
Who does streams, and I saw him actually do this in a stream. I was like, what the heck? This actually might be really good. So I pulled him aside, said, hey, I think you should delete that VOD, and then basically I got Enda. So you know Tested Enderlord?
Yeah.
He was the person who actually discovered the rail turn. So he was the guy who actually discovered the rail turn. And suddenly I told some other people. And because of rail turn, SM Gang was made. And what SM Gang is basically a group of people who is really, really good at building setups. And right now, like, we have a full set of people in the server right now, in the group. Those people are in SM, and those are the people who actually who figured out a way to make rail turn really, really like good, and then after the other people basically made setups that really, really made the thing super, super powerful.
But like you and SM Gang probably know shit that like it's gonna change minus 8 if it gets leaked in it, or like
yeah. So one problem that we did was that they kept on boosting about their speed up times. So a lot of people were figuring out what are these guys doing that we're not doing. And basically, one funny thing that actually came out of all of this is that we actually inherently made a new type of meta called new meta. So have you ever heard of Castle Wall, the Castle Wall trick?
Yeah, so isn't like Castle Wall and Catalyst Morningstar on?
No. So not Castle Wall, the Castle Wall segment. So
Oh, what?
you basically use a railgun and use a Castle Wall to do a turn. So
Because it's
that
curves or something.
Hmm?
Do you like shoot it off of the curves part? Or how does that work? Like I'm
yeah.
confused.
So that is completely fake. It was made up by SM to try to get people from not like discovering the real turn.
Alright, so I'm innovating this entire interview thingy and just say, I would editing this, I would like, oh my god, that is the biggest brain shit I have ever heard of. Like, fucking went. Basically, they invented a fake strategy to make it so that they don't discover the real strategy, and my brain just exploded. It just absolutely expanded. Tio, you're a madman. Alright, let's get back to the interview. So you basically just fooled everyone.
Yeah, we basically fooled everyone.
Jesus Christ,
and because of that, yeah, and because of that, we figured out even more stuff to actually do the rail turns, and now we actually have like a pretty good selection of like items that we could use to do rail turn. So because of that, we basically made the meta, and then now suddenly it got caught on how to do the rail turn. So that was partially the reason why it got super popularized.
Let me guess, there's more things you're fooling the entire community about, or is that not at this point?
Say again?
Are you still like fooling people with like other stuff that isn't real right now, or no?
No, right now, they're not really focused on M-7. We are not really fooling anyone. Like everything that we discovered has already been like shown off. So the latest one was the evaluate the thing. So
yeah,
the evaluate the thing was actually, so you know how sometimes two people discover the same thing at the same time, so it's like coincidence.
I remember Jukebox being like, well, like people arguing about who discovered it first.
So like I wouldn't say I discovered it first, but I got the idea just from myself, and I think Quillic also had the same idea. So I basically once the evals went on shop, this was months, like 1 month before everyone really wanted to evaluate, because they figured out they could do no shop. But it was like 1 to 2 months before, and I basically bought the 4 evaluators, and I basically forced everyone to get the evaluators because it's really rare and this might actually work really well. And we basically like I was trying to figure out a way to use it, and I had like a really stupid way. Like it didn't even involve any railguns. It was like really slow, but it was already pretty much the same as my old automatic setup, so I basically stick with it.
Yeah.
I asked Quillic about it, and he said like he already had a railgun version. I was like, wait, what? And I basically figured out on how he was able to do it. No, he just showed it to me, but slowly over time the game got better and better, and now like or evaluators are like pretty much common now. Like automatic no shop is now like a universal tactic now. So
like when you discover something, you first communicate with like other people, and then you're gonna like try to discover like, is this useful, or like yeah.
That's a pretty good way of like explaining. Once I discover something, I ask other people who I think are more big brain than me and say like, yo, do you think you can do something really cool with this? And then if they do, then I was like, oh shit, that's pretty cool. And then I basically like and I do this stuff by myself and try to like see how they do it. But yeah, it's pretty much what you said.
I mean, that one time I discovered a Void Star Distiller Future, I felt like really smart. But then I'm hearing this, and I'm like, yes, I am third brain. Like I'm not like you guys do like some massive big brain. Like I saw your RP farm setup, and I was just like, what the hell are you doing there? Like,
yeah. So right now, one thing that I'm doing right now is that I'm actually now doing RP farm, and 10 days ago, I was only at 23 million. Now I'm at 572 million. I'm halfway there from getting 1 billion RP, and that's my goal.
Alright.
So I'm definitely gonna reach it, but like that's just my goal right now. Once I get the 1 billion RP, then I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go get shinies.
Yeah, but, I mean, you should just unlock every EVA recipe or something.
I already did. Like I already did that like really early in the game.
Oh wow. Okay. So, like, as the final question I've written down, why did you get banned that one time? Like, I know why, but some people may not know why you got banned.
So there's a reason why they call me or memer man. Okay, there's another reason why, but that's really early. But like, there's a reason why people call me the or memer man, is because in 2019, I basically got bored. I was live 100, 115k. I was the fourth person to reach 100k, and I felt like, yeah, I think I'm gonna be done with this game. And I basically went on Discord and said, like, not Discord. Someone in Discord sent me like a duplication glitch. I was like, yeah, this will do. And what I did is that I basically duplicated a 32 ore memers and 8 satellites. And why I specifically chose those two, because they were those all were like the rarest items in the game, and those for sure were going to get me detected.
But like,
and when I did that,
did you just went haha no, or like how did you do?
Yeah, I just did it, and then after it was a few days until I finally got detected, and I got banned, and I stopped playing for 4 months. So, right after the 4 months, the reason why I'm actually back from playing the game, because my initial plan was to stop and then wait till third sacrifice, but what happened is that I was actually asking Ria to give me an invite to a server called RBL, which was like the last minor save in Discord I was in, because I wanted to basically stop looking at the game and being jealous that other people are playing it while I can't.
Yeah.
And he basically convinced me to play it. That was the April 14th. And then suddenly I actually went back and actually played the game again on April 15th. And I realized, yeah, this game is fun. So,
like
the start of EV1J was at 15th of April. That is a very special day.
Like,
so it's when I came back.
Now you're live 1.3 million. Jesus.
So let me tell you like the whole progression that happened. So, you know how right now getting the void drive was pretty hard, like getting the Hydra and all that.
Yeah.
Like I was not able to actually get the void drive for like a few days. You know why?
Why?
I had all of the ingredients for void drive except for one.
Which one?
I didn't have enough overlord devices. So you need 10. I only had 7.
Ooh.
And I had every single ingredient. So here's some context.
Yeah.
I got the second sacrifice in only 2 days. So first day was sacrifice, and second day was second sacrifice, and I basically started playing the game, and I was at day 8 of playing the game, and I only had 7 overlord devices, even though I had enough to actually get basically get the void drive.
Wait, so in 8 days you managed to get all the recipes for a void drive?
Yeah, and I wasn't able to get it because of the overlord device. I know what's funny. Once it was day 11, I was able to make the void drive. I was able to make a lot of stuff in one day. So let me tell you all of the stuff that I was able to make in one day. I was able to make the void drive, the dystrophy, the gargantuan mine, the gargantuan core, the havium, the Tyrant's throne. All of that I was able to get in one day, because basically everything lined up perfectly. And that was at day 11. And I was able to reach 100k at day 20. So I only played the game for 20 days. And I started at live 6. And then I basically progressed through the game really, really quickly for 20 days until I reached 100k. And then
it took me
right
3
after
years
that,
to get 20k.
Yeah. But then right after that, I didn't really record. I didn't really log my lives. I was logging like how many times I rebirthed. If you check my YouTube channel and the streams, you could see like before I reached 100, I was logging my days when I do streamed. And you know what day I got when I reached a 500k?
What day?
I reached it at day 69.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wait,
so
in a month after that you reached 1 million. Is that because you did it in 100 days, isn't it?
Yeah, and then after that, I think I might be the fastest player to reach 1 million from starting from non-sacrifice. So, and that took me 100 days total to actually get to 1 million. So, some very, very interesting stuff happens when you're alive at 1 million, and in 100 days, you have like lesser than 100 overlord devices and all that. Like compared to other people, you will have the lowest amount of overlord devices because you reach it so quickly. Like there was a lot. It was like really challenging because for a lot of different reasons. Since I started at reincarnation, when Reincarnation came out, I was not able to make like a few items into the game because of one certain change that happened. So I was not able to get 2 specific items, and these 2 specific items was basically like the only thing that I needed to get 6 total like really really good items, and those 2 items were the thingamajig and the resetting device.
Because thingamajig was really hard to get because boxes were clapped.
Yeah. So basically, like back in the day when Reincarnation came out, vintages, instead of being life locked like now, they were box locked. So to get a specific vintage, you had to open up a specific box. And the 2 specific boxes that you needed to get for this thingamajig and resetting device, to get a thingamajig, you needed to get it from an Unreal box.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, it's okay, but like I was not able to get it for super long.
Yeah.
And then after that, to get a resetting device, I had to open it from the luxury box, which is really hard. And I was not able to get any vintages except for like the Dreamcatcher and like the other 2 bad ones until 300k lives in. And the specific items that I was talking about is that with the thingamajig and the resetting device, I was not able to get 3 specific enchanted. I was not able to make the champion infuser, which is used to get the Elysium Monument and also just speedy. I was not able to get the Devourer of Nightmares, which got the Pandora's box, which is whatever, but like Devourer of Nightmares was pretty useful. And I was not able to make the Colosseum item. And that was annoying because with the Colosseum item you needed that to get the fucking Midas Blaster.
Oh yeah.
And once I finally got the fucking Midas Blaster, I immediately got my setup was like for like 300k lives. My setup was only like 1 minute 30 seconds. Like one specific thing that I could like say to people who want to grind, set up a goal. Like setting up a goal is a really really good idea to know how long you've been progressing. If you're 9k, set up to try to get to 10k. If you're 10k, get to 15k. And like because of that, I was able to get through lives like really really easily. And generally, automatic setups you can do a lot more lives with automatic setups since you don't really need to look at the screen a lot. But other than that, once I reached 300k, I finally was able to get all of these items. And yeah.
Okay, yeah, fair.
And like, if people are wondering why I still reborn and grind, it's because of one specific thing, shinies.
What shinies do you still need? Like, do you know specifics of which ones you still need and which ones you already have?
Oh yeah, no, I have a full ass list.
Right.
So let me just explain. So let me say. So like I have a lot of rare shinies. Like some of them are pretty rare. I mean, I wouldn't say they're not that good, but I mean they're pretty rare.
I mean, you got Ghost or Mimir.
Yeah, I mean I did get that. So talking about the Ghost or Mimo, that was like I think I'm definitely going to be the first ever person to ever get the Ghost or Mimir on stream. No one has gotten the Ghost or Mimir for over 2 months. And finally someone was able to get one. The Ghost Storm Mimir story is really interesting, because with that Ghost Storm Mimir story was me streaming the game, just playing the game, and then I was listening to Oliver Tree Cash Machine, and the lyrics came up with "Shiny like a limousine." And what I was doing is that I was placing a bunch of Sword God shrines on my base. I was saying like "Shiny like a limousine," then I fucking rebirthed, and then suddenly that fucking thing popped up in my screen. I was fucking going like a fucking monkey. Like, I was so fucking hyped when it happened.
Is the stream still on YouTube? So I'll just play a clip of it. Like,
yeah, let me. Here's a Twitter link of the whole thing.
Yeah,
but,
I'll put that in the video. Yeah.
Yeah, but like it was so I was not expecting that to happen, and I suddenly got the realization that holy shit, I'm so fucking lucky. Like no joke, I think I'm pretty lucky in the game.
Yeah.
The fact that I was like able to get like uniques, even though I had 50% of the shinies, were pretty good. But the fact that I have a Ghost Armor was really really crazy, and I got the Ghost Armor at 150th life. So I know 150th life, and yeah, that was the time when I got the Ghost Armor, and it was my 9th shiny.
Alright. So like yes. I have to think of a question now. Has Foxy Does Foxy hate you too, like just like me?
Oh no. Like Foxy, I'm fine. Foxy and Talon, yeah, we're both good now.
I mean,
Like,
Talon DM'd me about one time saying why I have 60 fractions in my Zoom Genesis.
yeah, dude, I have 20. I had 21 infractions in minor save in Bereza games. So I mean,
Are you banned from like both servers or not?
no, I'm not banned in MHG. I'm fine in MHG. I was banned in MHG, but then Talon unbanned me once I came back to the game, which was really sick. It didn't have to do that. It made sense that I could have stayed banned, but like it was super cool for him to unban me. And yeah, I usually talk to him. Like I've talked to him like multiple times, specifically because I lost my data. You want to talk about how I lost my data on stream?
I mean, yeah, sure. Tell me what happened.
So I don't remember. I really hope it was on YouTube, but I think it was on Twitch. So let me just look through really quickly. But
Don't you
what
just
happened
like a
is that
Twitch clip or something?
let me check. Let me just check really quickly. But what happened was that I was playing the game and I was trying to get Centillion.
Yeah.
I was trying to get Centillion in the game, and it was like my second time getting Centillion, and that was before I got Void Drive, and I was just playing the game, and there was a system in place where there was this very legacy system where it tried to detect floating items, basically detect the user and send it to Talon. And basically I grabbed one part of the platform which grabbed almost everything in my base, and that happened. I crashed, I joined back, and suddenly everything that I only had one of is gone. So my Igneous Lightning was gone. That's pretty sad. I died. Like some of my other stuff was gone, but I lost my fucking final upgrader in the stream. Like I joined back. I wasn't mad. I was like fucking like I was like out of my mind. Like how the fuck did I was just happy that I got it on stream because that was fucking funny. And once it happened, I was like, I messaged Talon, and he was actually messaging me, and I basically corrupted my save file, and I re-corrupted my save file on stream. And then once I got all my items back, I just came on. I was like, oh, I guess I'm streaming more, and then I just basically streamed more. I was talking about how I lost my data on stream.
Epic. I mean, I should just get into streaming, and I can have these stupid stories too. I may actually do that.
Like I think I lost my data in a total of 2 times. One time was on stream. Second time was me buying stuff in the Masked Man. I actually shut down. One thing I want to say: if you're in a VIP, don't shut down your servers, because that actually is
Yeah, that will hurt your data. Yeah.
Yeah, it will actually hurt your data. Reason, proof: I lost my my champion infuser and my Zenith wheels. I couldn't make them back, but like Talon said that I already used my ticket for the restore data, so he literally just gave me the Zenith wheels. One thing I really regret was me not taking a picture of me getting fucking 15 Zenith wheels in one. I could have gotten like a really funny image of me getting 15 Zenith wheels.
Yeah.
So yeah, that happened.
Did you just Photoshop it? Like, it's not that hard.
I mean, yeah, but like it would have been funny if it was legit and happened, and I could have captured it, but like then yeah, that was like the second time I got corrupted, and then the third time that Talon joined in my game was him giving me the heavenly box for 1 million.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't in testing server with Talon this one time, but that's basically it.
But yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Like the journey of playing Minor Haven again is pretty fun. Like being known for having a lot of shinies is pretty cool. Having the Ghost Armor is also pretty cool. I was the first person to reach 100 shinies, and yeah, that was pretty cool too. The game's fun. I'm really excited for Heart of the Void, and I'm really fucking excited for Third Sacrifice.
I mean, I'm excited for Third Sacrifice too. I get to start over on Minor Haven again, basically. Like you lose everything until like Life 1000, right?
Yeah, like Life 1000. All of your shinies are locked up via merchant, like some other stuff. So it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be really excited for Third Sacrifice.
Yeah, same. I'm actually gonna try to get some people to a Third Sacrifice challenge. I think you told me about that video or someone. I'm not even sure at this point. See, like trying to get DD. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like I've done the DD challenge multiple times. I bought premium specifically so I can bypass the RP requirements. So yeah, I've done the DD challenge multiple times, so I am definitely capable of doing it, but maybe faster. I don't know.
I'm gonna try doing that like for a video. Maybe we'll have to see.
Yeah, you should probably do that. It's just good practice to get DD again, so you don't get stuck like completely stuck at Third Sacrifice.
So the video is now 36 minutes. Like after 36 minutes of recording, I think we interviewed enough right now. Yeah.
Alright, that's fine.
Alright, so yeah, thanks for doing this with me, by the way.
Yeah.
It was actually really fun.
It was pretty fun, yeah.
So I'm gonna now get to editing this. Yeah, have a nice day.
Nice. Alright, cool.